Okay, we will do the handlebar now. That's a big heavy duty handlebar. I put that on 5 M5 by 18. 4 screws are required. My kit didn't have it. See that? Pushed that on there and pushed it back. That's the position it's going to need to be in. There's a hole bottom left, that a channel that goes in. And then up top, there's also a bolt that goes in the lower end, in the very end, and it goes in the top, and that bolts the top together. Put the flathead in, screw in, and you put that on the back of the round handlebar, and then you're supposed to secure it with a nut. But what I'm finding is that there is no room for my fingers to get in there under any circumstance and put the nut on that screw. Zero chance. I'm going to need to remove the muffler and there you can see it's not attached, of course, but there's no room. But if I remove the muffler, fix the handlebar, and then put the muffler back on, that's got to be the best way. So that's what we will do. We will do that now. Don't you love movie magic? Okay, there is the screw, and there it is, all fixed, and the muffler's back on. I tell you, it's magic. Roll that over, Poppy. Show the bottom. There we go. Now that's got a washer on it that I put on there, but that's a 5 by 18. It screws into the bottom of the case, and then that goes, and that goes in, and that's the big bolt that goes into the handlebar. And that thing is so solid, I'm telling you, an elephant couldn't shake that loose. That is terribly sturdy. Now what I'm going to show you is that is the governor linkage, and I didn't have mine secure, so it fell off when I was wrestling with the handle. The open end I don't remember what I'm saying, but that's a big old saw, isn't it? Okay, there is a an actuator that comes off the wind governor. Right there. And it's got a hole in it. And you take that linkage that I showed you, and the open end goes there. And then it reaches up top and goes in. There is a round nub there on that actuator, and the rounded piece of the linkage fits over that stub. You just pop it on there. And I suggest you do that after you tune it, because then the governor will be in charge of your RPMs. Okay, it's real simple to do. Now I'm putting that on, but I have not put on the chain guard or the little rubber stub, and I'm going to do that here in a minute or so. We'll come back to it. There's a gasket that fits over the throat. Now I'm just twisting that in, and it's not tight. I know it's not tight. And I'm going to fool around with this for a little bit, and I am going to determine, I'm spoiling this for you, but those holes don't line up. And no matter which way I hold it, I'm getting ready to show you that there's 3 screws. There's 2 on top, and there's 1 bottom left hand of the screen beside the opening there to the throat. Five by 20 on top, 5 by 18 on the bottom. could be off on the screw sizes. I can't remember. I'll write it on the screen. It doesn't want to fit. And another thing, if you'll notice, I don't have the spark wire coming up through the top. Five by 18 calls for here. Socket heads. Of course, don't have those. And I guess what they're saying is since this is down in the block, those black oxide might be better. Not the blocked cylinder. Doesn't line up. Okay, let me just stop and just say something. You know, when you're doing a build kit, and this thing is truly great. I mean, but on whether it's this one or whether it's another one, you're going to run into things that surprise you. You know, like this hole not lining up. And if you get all worked up and you're going to make the wrong decision normally. So the best thing to do is just back up, go get a glass of iced tea, cup of coffee, and let it settle on you and decide how you want to handle it. I am not drilling that cylinder. I may take a file and widen that hole. It's not a problem of it being centered here. Actually, it's not drilled perfect because the cast on this is probably much truer than they make the holes on these on the cylinder. So So let's, in the spirit of continuing, let's just pretend that those went in and you know, continue to build. All right, so here and I'll fix that, obviously. I'll do something about it. All right, so on this side you've got your filter and you've got a little edge. You see that? Okay, well that edge is best down so that it can help seal your intake there. So that goes down. And then you pop your cover on it. Okay, so I didn't show you this. This is important. And I'm glad those didn't get all the way down. This, your wire goes up through here. But more than that, it's routed under. It's better if it goes under this post right there on that side of it, and then drop it down so that it's behind that post. Again, where's the flashlight? See if that helps. Okay, and then it goes over the top. And on top. That's the way that that wire should be routed. And then again, the lip goes down, covers over it, and then that fits on top. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a monster saw that is ready to go bring joy to all the big boys that and girls that buy one. So let's go over a couple of things real quick that I want to mention.